Just a quick disclaimer, if my microphone sounds off in this recording, it's because my audio didn't record properly. It's nothing too crazy, but I just want to point that out. Welcome to the 6th episode of Doorside Chatter with Lumaline. I'm here today with a very special guest, friend of the show, the very famous JAYOVSN.
Hello.
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 I'm glad to be here.
My first question is, who are you? Tell me about yourself.
To describe me, I'm JAYOVSN. So I'm like just a guy doing pop music.
How does it feel being the 6th interviewee of the show?
I'm a little jealous that I haven't been, earlier, but I mean, I'm glad that I'm here. So
listen, you're in like the first 10, so like
that's true.
That's true.
You're right.
I'm probably gonna like stop asking people how does it feel when it gets to be like, how does it feel being the 35th? Like,
yeah, like
any hints you can drop about your next project?
I've been making like really sad music for probably like since 2022. I was like, fuck that. Excuse my French, but yeah, I don't want to make sad music right now. I want to make a happy thing. So it's gonna be very joyous.
I think that's how everyone's feeling right now. Everyone's just like, the world's already sad. Can we like just have a party?
Yeah, so that's why I'm bringing the party music. Yeah,
I think a lot of people are feeling that way. Famously, Jane Remover and Underscores, they're on their like pop shit. They don't care.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the new skate game?
Okay, yeah, I have opinions on that. Listen,
spill it.
I really like the gameplay. I've been playing it because like the actual like skating. I literally have it on my other monitor right now. The actual skating in the game is really fun. It's very smooth, but everything else I do not like at all. It's just
Tell me about it. I'm out of the loop. I used to watch like Skate 3 Let's Plays. That's my only like.
First of all, the art style is very soulless. It's literally everything other than the gameplay about it is soulless. Like the story is very mid. The fact that it's like always online is really bad. But
yeah. Is it like one of those where it's like gonna be completely dead if the server shut down?
Yes. Quite literally, yeah. But the skating's good though. I'll enjoy that until it goes offline.
If you could change anything about autorefractor and its release, what would you change?
I want to make the outro of Godspeed better. The vocals should have been better. I should have not done an interpolation of No Church in the Wild as a chorus. That was kind of stupid of me. The second thing was not have Lose It. The story behind it, I shouldn't have released it as for the album.
I was almost featured on autorefractor, but I was not ready.
Yeah, no, it's okay though, because now we have Grim Reaper, and that song is super cool and awesome.
I wish the vocals on that song were better for me. I wish your vocals were better. No, I wish my vocals on that track were better.
Yeah.
But I like Grim Reaper, and I'm so happy you featured on it.
Thank you. I mean, I like your vocals. It's it did like a little like, I don't know. It just reminded me of like Bjork, for some reason, like a bit crushed Bjork. That's so tough. That is actually so tough.
I literally have Bjork.
Yeah.
I think I learned how to pronounce it. Bjork. Yeah, but I just say Bjork because I'm American.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
How did you come up with the name JAYOVSN?
All right, this is about to be so tough. Listen, peep game and lock in. Be me, 14, 13 years old. I am playing Skate 3 on like the ditch, and I just didn't like my name. Well, no, I did like my name. My name was already, like, I established myself as Jayo already. I wanted to start making music, and I wanted to separate myself from me currently doing content creation at that time. And I wanted to separate that, just still keeping the Jayo name. So I was like thinking of ways to do that. I kind of gave up and just like say VSN at the end. I'm gonna call it JAYOVSN. And that's like the truth about it. Because I would have went on and say, it's because like My music is like my vision. Like it's I'm putting my vision out to the world.
It kind
But
of
no,
fits
that's
with
like the actual truth.
autorefractor too.
Yeah, no, I started playing into it eventually. That was like the cold hard truth about the name. It was just like something for me to distinguish myself as a music creator instead of a content creator.
You said you set aside that idea of autorefractor being a concept album revolving around the perspective of others. Was that still a factor in the end result, and would you ever make that concept album?
No, it wasn't really. It didn't go into like the end result of the album. I kind of stopped thinking of making a concept album in like June of last year. But I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think I'm not really built for that concept album stuff. I think I'm good with like loose concepts with like some things tying together, but as like a whole front to back story, I don't think I'm like built for that.
What inspired you to make House Robbery with Wyvern? Maybe inspired's not the right word, but what was the spark?
So me and Wyvern, well, its name is now Tatsuoto, but it's still Wyvern on like streaming platforms. We are like pretty big fans of like V-synth stuff, like Vocaloid, Utao, all that type of stuff. And I was like at that time that we created it, I got really into Sasuke Haraguchi. Ozzy was already like he was already like a big fan. He was like, "Wait, hold on, let me lock in, and I want to create a instrumental that like in the style of his music." And he sent me the intro to it, like the intro and like the little like verse part, and it was like, I gotta get on this. Like after that, I arranged the sounds that I already made from that into the full song, and of course I sung on it. He did like the final touches, added like some more like extra stuff on it. Yeah, it was really fun, and I really love the song.
And the cover art.
So I wanted House Robbery to be a closer to the Autorefractor era, because like house robbery, and that's like it's like a closure. It's like a closure on that part of my
By
life.
burning down the house.
And so I bugged Jane one more time to create an album cover for it.
She was
And
like the bug carrying the stick with the bag. She's like,
yeah,
yes,
of
I'll
all
make
the
the art.
artwork,
Okay.
because not only that, also I have the physical here. Look at that. Because she also did, because she also did this full thing, and it's so amazing.
You've been consistently releasing every year the past 3 years. Can we expect a 2026 JAYOVSN album?
Yeah, probably, yeah, most likely. I think like 95% per chance of me just dropping like very soon, actually. I think in the first like Q1 of 2026, I'd say. Like I started making songs for that project before I finished Autorefractor. I first wanted to do a deluxe version of that album, but then the songs I was making for that deluxe was just completely different from what I was making on like the actual like album. So I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna just make another project. First was going to be like an EP at the end of 2025, but then I started making more music like the sound I wanted to make. So now I just have a bunch of songs.
What is your biggest controversial take at the moment?
I don't like the direction that Jane Remover's going.
Really?
I'm really not interested on the whole maximalist, all over the place underground rap sound that she's doing. Respect to her, like do whatever you want to do. It's just not for me.
I like Revenge Seekers, but I started listening to indie rock, and I know it wasn't supposed to be a full album, but like, I mean, like some
Um,
of the actual tracks that have come out, I like The One and shit. Audio Stalker
mm,
featuring Lucy Bedrocki, like Bedrock. How do you pronounce that? But in concept, that would be a fire track, but it just ended up being kind of mid. The Dream Flasher video was kind of fire.
oh yeah, no, I like that. I like the video, and I like that song too.
What's your song making process usually look like?
So I would think of like what I want to make first, like a general idea, either like from like an inspiration. But then after that, I would, of course, hop on the DAW of my choice, which is Ableton, and
Mm-hmm.
It either goes one or two ways. One, I would try and do it, and then I give up, and then I cry. Two, I start doing it, and then I literally go all in one day.
Yeah.
That's mainly for like the instrumental. As far as like vocals, I lay down a flow. I either like instantly write something, or it takes me like a week to a month to actually finish a song lyrically.
There's so many lyrics that I've just scrapped because I'm like, this sounds ass. Let me like write something because I just cannot deliver it.
I literally just can't think of what to say sometimes. I would be like, but I wouldn't make that turn into actual lyrics until like 5 weeks later.
No, literally, my lyrics for Grim Reaper started out as gibberish, and I like rationalized it into like the story,
Mhm.
which is the only time I've ever done that. Usually, it's just lyric sing, but for that, I was just like, "There's something going up in there, and it's gibberish right now." I just
That's what I usually do just for like most of my music. I think I made like one thing that I actually wrote one by one without having to do like a little mumbling track.
What food would you eat if you're only allowed to eat it for the rest of your life? Like that's the only thing you eat. Can be from anywhere, any food ever.
This was the food I was eating earlier.
What is
I was eating
that?
Chinese steak. I was eating Chinese steak. It was like boneless spare ribs. Like
Uh,
the
so you would eat ribless, whatever the fuck. So I'm vegetarian. I don't know what the fuck.
low key, yeah, no, yeah. I would eat some good rice and boneless spare ribs with that.
Honestly, I think for me it would be like one of those like rice with like a sauce and an egg
Mm,
and there's tofu in it because that's like all I need.
yeah, I mainly eat rice. It's just like different choice of meat since I'm not really like a vegetarian.
Tell me about Plinko House.
It's the buddies. It's my gang, my fam, my home slice. Home slice. It's a little like funny little group of people that we all are friends with each other, and we all make music, and we want to do more music with each other as Blinko House, but only time will really tell with that.
What do you think of this cat?
Dude, I see those like every day. They're so cool. That's like an awesome cat. I want to eat it sometime.
No,
That was
this is
bad. That
this
was
is
dumb.
literally I've had this for years. This is literally like one of those things where like you dip it in water and it goes like 10 times bigger.
Does it shrink back in?
Yeah,
Or
it's
did you
like
just
dehydrated right now.
oh, you gotta put it
No,
in water,
it
bro.
seriously gets massive. But like
That sounds sick. I never had one. I kind of want one now. That's kind of tough actually.
it kind of is. Favorite albums of all time.
It's hard to put in like a definite thing. I would definitely say one of my favorite albums of all time is Into the Deep Time series and Calypso. I forgot the full name of the project, but I love that album. I think and it's by Candy Claus. It's a very green album cover, and I love that album cover, and I love that album in general. It's so good. Blonde is one of my all time favorite R&B albums. I That's like one of the most timeless pieces of music I've ever heard. Of course, I would also say one of my favorite albums would be Fishmonger. I think that is just when I first heard it, I think it kind of just changed how I listen to music.
Mhm.
Already
I think
I'm probably
Fishmonger did that for a lot of people. It was like pop, but it was so futuristic. It still kind of
mhm,
is like innovative.
for sure. And then
Even though
like
it's
I think
stuck in that like hyper pop type shit, but it's still like kind
mhm,
of timeless.
definitely like Igor by Tyler the Creator. I think
That's a good album.
it's been one of my like ever since it came out. I think that has been one of my favorites for like the past I don't know like 6 years. It's an amazing album.
What was it like working with Saturn for autorefractor's art?
She is such a sweetheart.
She is.
It was amazing. Kind of like needed somebody to work with art wise because I had a previous artist work on my album, and it was a bad situation that involved them, I was still in my autorefractor depression, and I didn't really know what to do after that. So I was like, "Hey, can somebody help me out with my album? I need like a new artist for my work." Jane instantly like went to my DMs. Yo, I can work on your stuff. I was like, hell yeah, that'd be amazing. And she wanted to do it for free, and I was like, no, I gotta give you something in return. I didn't really give her like much of a prompt to do. I just said, hey, kind of did this with this other person. And it was inspired by the like autorefractor images, like the little like liminal spaces that like weird core on them, like the house or like the hot air balloon. And we went through a process of like finding out which one that we wanted to do, and we landed on the house. That's how like the main cover was made, and then the singles were just like bits and pieces of like those various artworks. And of course the alternative cover, it's on like SoundCloud, that's a hot air balloon. She is a very sweet person, and I'm honestly forever grateful for her to like step up and making the art for that album.
What is your favorite and least favorite track off Autorefractor?
I think the title track is an amazing song that I did with another
Light
amazing
was
artist.
so good.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, when I first got that verse back, I was amazed. Bro, he went in. I was just amazed on how somebody would like flow that hard on that beat. It was great.
Light's crazy
But yeah,
talented.
it was either that, or I would say three songs, because I really can't pick between them. Special with Riri, great person. I used to talk to them when we were all in AComp. That was a community led by another artist in the scene, Thomas. The last pick I would say would probably be Pretty, because when I first made that beat, I was just everything clicked. I just instantly knew what to do. This just sounds like a hit. My least favorite. I think it'd be either Lose It or Wishing Upon a Star. And it was not on Ivy's fault, because Ivy did a good job on production. I think it was on my fault on how I approached the instrumental.
If you could collab with anybody, like your dream collab, who would it be?
Underscores. That'll be like my top dream collab. In a more realistic sense, though, probably Flat Room. I would love to make a song with Flat Room.
Flat Room's the GOAT.
Yeah, so awesome. Such an awesome artist.
Do you stream Luminine?
Nah, what are you talking about? Of course I do. Of course I do. Amazing work. Like, my gosh, like this is the GOAT. I was just listening to the song you posted on SoundCloud, and that was just super cool.
Thank you. That was on like the back burner for like almost a year and a half. I just made it, sent it to Saturn, was like, hey, is this shit? She was like, no, I like it, so I put it out. Saturn's kind
That's
of
honest, yeah.
my QA tester.
She was right. I kind of need somebody like that, low key. I kind of need like somebody to test my
I
my
can be
music
your
ideas.
QA tester.
Thank you. Maybe I'll just literally send you every song on my album now.
Something I'm personally curious about, in the 10th track of Autorefractor, Vizcaya, you mention a place called Vizcaya, if it's even a place. What is Vizcaya, and explain the meaning behind it?
It's a street name of one of the old places I lived with my family. And during that time, I was like probably it was the time where I was still a like blissful child. I was still like pretty much unaware of things, and that was a time where everybody was together, and in terms of like my family, and it was just a good time to be like alive. Ever since like moving out of that like place was just like a turning point for me. So it's a very personal thing.
At least right now, it's my favorite off the album. And I was like, what the hell is Vizcaya? Because I looked it up and there was nothing.
Yeah, no, that's
But
understandable.
yeah, no, that meanings like makes the song makes the song more impactful. So I was like, the last piece I had was at Vizcaya. I was like, damn, Vizcaya must be a awesome place. I need to go there.
Yeah,
And I searched it up, and
great.
apparently it was in Spain. Like, there's a place called Vizcaya in Spain, and I'm like, did
Yeah,
Jayo go
it
to
wasn't
Spain?
I wasn't in Spain. No,
Was
it
Jayo
was still in
getting like
America.
was Jayo getting lit in Spain or some shit? Like what?
Dude, it was a great time. I was in yeah.
Will there ever be a JAYOVSN music video?
I wish. I hope and wish and pray. It's a good thing that I am in a great place right now financially. In terms of what I'm going to do for the rest of my life, I set myself up for like success right now. Like, it's a better time now than ever for me to actually go out and do stuff in the real world. So I think a music video for my music would happen sometime soon, hopefully.
Personally,
But
I've
yeah,
self-shot all my music videos. Like nothing has been shot by another person.
yeah,
Like 80% of that is because trans shit, but also
hmm
like I have a clear vision, and I'm not gonna go to my mom or whoever and be like, "Hey, shoot this," because like I'm not that confident that they'll get it.
yeah. No, that's
And I
understandable.
don't
I'm
really
not.
have any IRL friends that are like that chill.
Yeah, no.
And
That's
self-shooting
that's
music videos
fair.
are so hard. Like,
But technically, speaking of Ischia, on the visualizer for the album, that was just basically a music video. I was going to just I was going to upload that onto YouTube as a separate music video as well, but I never did. I never followed through, mainly because I forgot to.
real. Here comes the generic interview question. Biggest inspiration.
Let's see.
I think when I was writing this, I was thinking about that Tyler the Creator clip where he's like, "Don't fucking ask me that question," and then he asked the
No,
question.
don't
He's
ask me
like,
that. Don't. Yeah, I don't know. I tried giving it thought. I I wanted to say, like, for one of my first interviews, to say Chief Keef was my inspiration for some reason, but I think it's very obvious that he's not. I don't know. I just simply it's probably just like underscores and like Tyler the Creator. I think it's
"What
mainly the
is?
two
What are your biggest inspirations right now? Like,
right
what's a
now.
new one?"
For current right now is the whole era of 2008 to like 2013 of like artists like Kesha, early Charlie XCX, also just Charlie XCX in general. Gabby Star, I'd say, is a current recent inspiration for me, especially on STEM. That was a really fun album and made me want to actually make a fun album. Just that whole like sound. Just that right now, that's just what I've been very inspired by.
Do you have any favorite video games at the moment?
I've been playing a lot of I other than Skate, I've really liked the new Final Fantasy VII game, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I went through the first game, Hylix, and I'm starting the second game. It's a good indie game. It came out around the same time as Undertale.
I'm not that much. I hate this word. I'm not that much of a gamer. I hate that word so much.
It's fair. It's
I
fair.
really
I
only
mean, yeah,
play
it's fair.
multiplayer games with my
Mhm,
friends. I never play games alone. Like, that's
mhm,
probably the most extrovert thing about me.
mhm.
I just can't play single player. It's scary.
It's fair. I
It's either
mean,
scary or boring.
one of my favorite games right now as of recent is this one I have a
Persona.
poster of, Persona.
What got you into making your own music initially?
I've been making music for almost 8 years. No, yeah, 8 years, I think, since 2017. And at the start, I originally was making just meme rap. I wanted to just fuck around, making like stupid like stuff. I don't even know really to explain. It's just like meme rap. And that eventually made me want like making that made me realize, hey, this is actually fun to do. I kind of want to do this like actually. I didn't really have that push until when I because I wasn't really like an old fan when I first listened to Tyler Creator, which was in like 2018. I was like, wait, hold on. I can do this. This is so cool. Yeah, and ever since then, I've tried making more and more serious music. I never really put it out though until 2021 because I also want to do content creation and I just want to do that more than music. But until 2021, that's when I like actually wanted to push myself out.
You're the first him to be on the show. I was just going through everyone I interviewed and I was like, all of them go by she, they, or she, her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, no, it's true.
This
I guess I am the
episode
first
takes down
him.
the gay meter a point.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Chad. If it doesn't make any better that I'm pansexual, does that at least give it like a half a point?
Maybe that's up to people to decide.
I guess so. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not trans. I'm sorry. It's Rest me. I can't. That's so random. I was like, explain. Wait, you're the first heathen. Tough.
I have yet to get a full they them on the podcast or a he they. It's just been all she they and she her.
Ooh, yeah. You kind of need. Yeah, you need to get your pronouns game up.
Now is time for the special question where you ask me a question.
Ooh, okay. Lumaline. What do you think this fortune is gonna be?
Something like I don't know.
Let's see it. Let's see if it's I don't know. I mean, give assistance, not advice in a crisis. How do you feel about that?
Is giving advice not assistance? I kind of see what it's saying, but like advice is good too. Like, hello.
I don't know. They usually give me bullshit.
Maybe it's a problem if you like don't assist other than talking. Anything you want to shout out?
Shout out to my friends, Serena, Jane, Corpus May, Ozzy, Wyvern, Tatsuoto, whatever you want to call him. Shout out to Kelly Computer Gore. She's about to drop. You better stream her music. She's amazing. Shout out to my mom. I love her. She's the most supportive person in my life. Shout out to my cat. And shout out to me because I'm JAYOVSN.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
I am Pibble. Wash my belly.